Hello and welcome. Now, before you create any copy in the app, the first thing you'll want to do is actually dial in your brand positioning strategy and a product positioning strategy for every single product or service that your business offers. So when you log into the app for the first time, you'll see something like this, a screen asking you to create a brand positioning guide and your first product or service. Once that's been created, it will look something like this. So this is an example brand positioning guide that we have. So what the app will do for you with a little bit of information fed into it is it will dial in your elevator pitch for you, your brand narrative, your customer avatar, your brand positioning, value propositions and taglines, and brand identity pillars and colors. Now, once you dial this in for the first time, it will live on in your app. So the app and the AI in the app will always have context into who your business is and what you do and for who. So you don't have to continue to give it context every time you need to create content. The only thing that will always stay constant is the name of your brand. So when you're dialing this in, make sure you spell this correctly, because once you save your brand positioning guide, this is the one thing that will not be editable. As your brand grows, as your business grows, you can always come in and edit or update your brand positioning guide at any time. Again, the only thing that will not be editable is your brand name. So make sure you spell that correctly and you'll be good to go. Once you have that, you'll also want to make sure to create a product or service strategy for every single product or service that your business offers. And what that's going to do is create a complete strategy for your product. So for example, in Emerald Brews, we have segmented audience and customer avatars created for every single segment. These are really detailed customer avatars. And again, these live on in your account for as long as you wanted to. You can always delete any products if you no longer offer them, or you can update them or create new products and services as long as you need to. Once you have all of that dialed in, the AI will also keep a record of your pain points that you address with this product or service, the benefits of your product, the features that this product or service offers, and some of your competitive alternatives. It will also dial in your positioning and messaging strategy for each of your target markets, elevator pitches for each of those target markets, a product brief, and a sales brief, which is more for your sales team to use on sales calls and conversations, and also, of course, in the app itself when you're creating written content. Also, keep in mind that you can come into your content history here on the left at any time to see any of the content that you've created within the last 90 days. So you want to make sure to save this in a Google Doc or wherever you'd like if you'd like to retain it for more than those 90 days. Brainstorm AI is a chat feature built into the app. So it's just a conversational AI where you can have a chat with the app if you just want to brainstorm some ideas. So this is accessible if you're on the left through Brainstorm AI and also through this icon here at top right. All of your chats will be saved here, and these do not expire after 90 days. So you can keep them here as long as you'd like, and they'll be saved here for you until you delete it in the thread. Now, once you have your brand positioning guide dialed in and your products and services dialed in, the magic of the app really comes to life, because then when you go in to create any content, it becomes really easy to pull in that context or strategy for each of your products and services and for your brand as a whole without having to give the AI context on who you are, what you do, and who you serve, who your customer avatars are, all of that. So for example, if I wanted to create a quick email campaign, a single email to send out to my audience, I would simply select a product here. So let's say we're doing this for Emerald Brews. It's now going to pull in all of the details it already has on this product. So for example, it's going to pull in my target audience. It's going to give me options for my dialed in personas, which again are segments of this audience up here. And I can pick one of them to move forward with. It already knows what my product is. It already knows what it includes. I can always edit this or update this based on the copy that I'm trying to create. I can also choose a holiday or a theme if this is for a specific theme, but everything else is already pre-filled. I can edit it or I can continue to move forward if I'm happy with the default settings. And there you have it, a complete email done for me without any typing required at all. It's all done. It's all true to my brand. It also uses the tone of voice that I have saved in my brand. So it really sounds a lot like my brand right out of the box. You can make any edits here. Any outputs in the app are selectable like this. You can either type over it manually or you can let the AI know what you'd like it to do with that selected text. Once you're happy with it, it's really important to go on to the last step here, because it's only when you get to this step that it gets saved saved into your content history. If you don't make it to the last step, unfortunately, it will not get saved to the content history. Now, all of the modules in the app are either focused on marketing or on sales. So anything that's focused more on marketing is going to use more of your brand strategy, and anything that is focused on sales is going to pull in your product strategy for that copy. So another example would be ad copy. Again, ad copy is going to be sales focused, and so this is going to be focused on my product strategy. I would repeat the same steps here where I pick a product and my personas and move forward. On the other hand, if I wanted to create a lead nurture sequence and nurture my leads on an ongoing, let's say, weekly basis, this is going to use a combination of my brand strategy and a little bit of product strategy peppered in. And the reason for that is when you're writing ongoing emails for your audience, you want it to be mostly value-based with a few promotional emails peppered in every so often. And that's what this module helps you do. So this is already pulling in your brand strategy on the back end. It also lets you pick a product here. So you can figure out for this sequence, what should my sales emails, what should my promotional emails be focused on? So again, I can pick a product to move forward with, and it will start to pre-populate all of the information it already has on that product. Similarly, the social media module also gives me the option here to either create value-related posts that are going to be focused on my brand positioning, or a promotional post that is going to be focused on my product positioning. Any marketing-related modules in the app that use your brand strategy will automatically pull those details in on the back end, so you don't have to tell it specifically which pieces of your brand strategy you want it to use. On the other hand, any modules that are focused on your product strategy will ask you to select a specific product to focus on. And last but not least, there are show me how videos attached to every feature in the app. So if you're not sure about how to approach one of the modules, just go ahead, pull that up, and it will pop up a video for you to check out and see how best to use that module. And of course, you also have this question mark here. So if you click on that, it will pop up a window with an FAQ chatbot asking you how it can help you. And for even faster content creation, you can always go into the workflows in the app and check out some of the workflows that we have that tie in multiple content modules, so you can create multiple pieces of content in a single sitting where each step will pull in what you've already created in the previous step, so you don't have to copy and paste anything in at all.